Welcome to American Podcast Federation from Studio 1615. My name is Ted the Ranger Irvin, and next to me, our tag team expert for this tag team tournament, this episode, Miss Butterfly. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Ted.
And we have Normatron 6.4 making his way down the ring right now.
He looks really revved up right now.
Yes, he does. One half of Game Life. His partner, Dan Applestone. Not much to know about Dan Applestone.
He likes applesauce.
Our tag team expert.
You know, I think since they're both gamers, they're going to do really well together because teamwork is a huge part of gaming.
Dan Applestone making his way down the ring right now.
I don't know how well it's going to go. This is their first match as a team, isn't it?
Oh, in the American Podcast Federation it is. They've been tag teaming for quite some time. Normatron's been a vet 17 years. And Giovanni Romano making his way down the ring right now. One half of the Italian connection.
He looks really calm.
He knows that him and his partner can make it all the way to the finals in this tag team tournament. And this matchup is an elimination tag team match. Both men have to be pinned or submitted or counted out or DQ'd.
So many possibilities.
There is.
He's doing what we call peacocking to try to intimidate the other team.
And Dante Moretti, his partner, coming down to the ring now.
He looks ready. Maybe ready to get...
It looks like Normatron and Giovanni Romano starting off this match. Normatron with the headlock, the suplex, the Game Life in control, and a forearm to Giovanni Romano. And another suplex. Normatron really wanting to win this match.
Giovanni looked really calm walking down. I don't know if he should be so calm now.
He probably should have been warmed up like Normatron was. Oh, and a leg sweep. And Giovanni Romano tagging in Dante Moretti. And stare down between him and Normatron, pushing Dante Moretti in the corner. Normatron showing off in this episode of 22. Stomping on the shoulder. And lifting up Dante Moretti. And Dante Moretti and a bulldog to Normatron. I like how he has his glasses still on. That's a professional right there. And Norm just getting stomped in the back. And a gut shot to N64.
He had a good start, but I don't know. Dante's doing pretty well.
Dante's physique might be better than Normatron's gaming physique. And knees to the midsection of Normatron. And clotheslining. Kicking, trying to kick Norm, but getting out of the way. And jabs. And an uppercut to Normatron. And a swinging DDT. And a reversal uppercut to Dante Moretti. And lifting him up on his shoulders. Knee to the gut of Dante Moretti. And now Normatron letting Dan Applestone into this matchup.
See if Applestone can make Dante his applesauce.
He's the freshman. Hopefully he can get the quick pin out of Dante Moretti from Normatron's work on him. Stomping on the hand of Dante Moretti. Bonsai drop to Dante Moretti. Dante Moretti in control and tagging in Giovanni Romano. And on the shoulders of Applestone. What was that before?
This team might have met their match, man.
And a drop kick attempt. And a knee to the back of Giovanni Romano. And lifting him up. Scoop slam to Applestone. I think the Italian connection, tagging in each other more frequently, is more beneficial to each other than having each other in the ring as much as the Game Life has. And belly to belly to Dan Applestone. And Dante Moretti in the ring now and attacking Dan Applestone. And scoop slam to Dante Moretti. Tagging in Normatron. Hammerlock to the back of Dante Moretti. Irish whip to Normatron. to Normatron, face planting him. And Dante Moretti gut shots to Normatron. Figure 4 to the head, pounding the head of Normatron. Attempt to stomp on Normatron, but he gets out of the ring quickly, but now he's back in the ring.
This team came prepared.
On the shoulders, Dante Moretti get flapjack slam. Normatron goes for the pinfall. And Dante Moretti kicks out at 2. Normatron tags back in. Dan Applestone. Irish whipping Dante Moretti into the turnbuckle. Throwing him into the ring post. And a sit out power bomb to Dante Moretti. And goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Normatron, Giovanni Romano cheering on their partners. This is the first round of the tournament to decide our new tag team champions of American Podcast Federation. And Giovanni Romano tags in.
Got a long break, so he's recuperated.
And a fist to Giovanni Romano. Irish whipping Giovanni over the top rope. Going over the outside the ring. And Giovanni attacking Dan Applestone. Irish whipping Dan Applestone into the turnbuckle. Right back. Running Bulldog. And Dante Moretti tagging in. Forearm to Dante Moretti. And a roll up to Dan Applestone. And a kick out at 2.
I think Applestone needs to find a way to tag Normatron back in.
He does. Belly to belly to Dante Moretti. Goes for the pinfall. Kick out at 2. If he would have pinned him, it would have been a 2-on-1 matchup. Dan Applestone going the elbows to the shoulder of Dante Moretti and Normatron back in this matchup. And Dante Moretti gets a quick, Giovanni gets a quick tag. Clothesline to Dante or Normatron, and Giovanni cleaning house. And not Normatron on the shoulders, but blocked. Goes for this DDT to Giovanni Romano. Goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Hits the Excelsior. Goes for the pinfall. And Dante Moretti breaks up the pinfall. Irish whip. Normatron in the turnbuckle. Elbow to Giovanni Romano. German suplex to Normatron. And a stomp to the chest. Suplex blocked by Normatron and a suplex of his own. The ref looks to be knocked out in the corner. He's back to it, but Dan Applestone back in this matchup. Knee breaker to Giovanni Romano. Irish whipping Dan Applestone over the top rope. Moretti back in the matchup. Dan back in the ring. Irish whipping in the turnbuckle. Normatron just tagging himself in the matchup. And gets attacked. Moretti attacks Normatron in the match. Irish whipping into the turnbuckle. What a move by Dante Moretti to Normatron. Goes for the pinfall. And Dan breaks up the count. And a hammer lock to the back of Normatron. Good tag team work up here. And Normatron going for the pinfall. And kick out at 2.
I'd say Game Life is really resilient at this point.
They are. Taking it to the Italian Connection. And the Italian Slicer to Normatron. Dante Moretti dragging it to the center. Goes for the pinfall. Dan breaks up the count at 2. Gets Irish whipped over the top turnbuckle by Giovanni Romano. Normatron gets suplexed. And a kick to the back. Both men on their feet. Normatron throwing Dante on the floor.
Normatron
Normatron
may not have the same body as Dante, but He definitely has the willpower.
He does. He may need to work on his body a little bit, though. And a stomp to the back. Dante Moretti lifting him up. Kick to the back of the head. And Normatron wisely rolling out of the ring. And a clothesline to Dante Moretti. And goes for the pinfall. He was on the wrong... He was too close to Giovanni's side. A jawbreaker to Normatron 6.4. Drag him to the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall. And Dan barely makes it and breaks up the count.
Both of these teams are relentless.
And this is just the first... Oh, and a spear to Normatron to the outside of the ring. This is just the first match of our tournament. Giovanni gets in the ring, an uppercut to Normatron. Fireman Scary. Giovanni Armando from the top rope.
At this point, I'm wondering why Normatron's partner hasn't tried to take his place.
Normatron's carrying this team of game life here in American Podcast Federation.
And his dad bod is catching up to him.
Electric chair to Normatron. Will that do it? Slowly getting the pinfall. And Normatron, the first eliminated from this matchup. What a great showing in American Podcast Federation. And now Dan Applestone against the Italian Connection. 2-on-1.
You have to wonder if Applestone was anticipating this, and that's why he saved his energy towards the end when...
Could have been a thought in Dan's mind. It could have. But electric chair slam. And no one in his corner to break up this pinfall.
It's starting to look like Applestone might be the applesauce.
It does. The Italian Connection Advanced Tournament to decide our first ever tag team champions. And now for a second matchup. The Brian Courageous. One half of the Bryans making his way down the ring right now. What are your thoughts, Miss Butterfly?
He looks ready.
In this episode of American Podcast Federation.
Pretty calm.
Our new tag team expert, Miss Butterfly, with us.
I think he's a little cocky for what's about to come.
I don't know what's to come. What is to come?
A match. An interesting match.
An elimination match.
Which makes it interesting.
Yes, it does. Brian's ready for their chance to become a tag team champions here in American Podcast Federation. And the Gigolo making his way down the ring right now.
He looks beautiful.
That's one word you could say. Gigolo been in the business 8 years. And the Gigolo's partner, Louis Universe, making his way down the ring right now. A sweet mullet making his way down the ring.
That's one way to describe a mullet. Especially a red mullet.
Gigolo and Louis Universe thrown together to make up this team. Two great fighters put together. Tag team championship material in my eyes. Gigolo and Brian Courageous starting off this matchup. And the knee to the back of Gigolo. Are you right there, Miss Butterfly? And a sidewalk slam to Gigolo. And a forearm. And a slap to Courageous.
All Gigolos know how to slap.
And a forearm to Brian Courageous. A suplex to Courageous. A bonsai drop. And a sidewalk slam to Gigolo. And Stevens tags in. And a bench press slam to Stevens to enter in this match. And stomping on the chest as Gigolo is in control.
Gigolo was ready for Stevens to come in, that's for sure.
And a leg drop. And a forearm. Arm drag to Gigolo. And a doll knife slap. Sidewalk slam. Gigolo never been a tag team champion. The forearm. Been other champions. Oh no. Clothesline. Multiple world champion. Our universe in the matchup. Swinging neck DDT to enter this matchup from Stevens. And Courageous now in this matchup. And a suplex to Universe. Stomping on the chest. And a swinging elbow to Universe. Courageous tags in. Fireman's carry to Universe. The Bryans tagging in and out quickly. And Universe spine to the knee. And Stevens has Universe suplexes Universe.
Universe needs to find a way to tag himself out.
Hammering on Stevens now as Universe's suplex. Will he make the tag to Gigolo? He drags Stevens to the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall. Kicks out at 2. Hammerlock to Stevens. Tags in Gigolo. Irish whipping Stevens in the turnbuckle. Putting him on the top. Thinking about suplexing him from the top. Folding him inside out. Goes for the pinfall. Kicks out at 2. Hammering on the head of Brian Stevens. Stomping on the chest. Midsection. Irish whipping Stevens. Elbow to the face of Stevens. Wanting to be the first ever tag team champions here in American Podcast Federation. The Italian connection already advanced.
I must say, for a name like Gigolo, he's a lot more aggressive than I would have guessed.
You have to be here in American Podcast Federation. And a forearm to Gigolo. And a knee to the back. And Courageous has Gigolo Irish whip him over the top rope. He's holding on though. Courageous punches him off anyways. Courageous going on the outside. And the knee to the back of Courageous goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Universe tags in. Irish whips Courageous in the turnbuckle. Throws him into the ring post. Sit out powerbomb. Goes for the pinfall. Kick out at 2. Belly to belly to Universe. Stevens tags in. A hammer to the back of Universe. No effect. Irish whips Stevens over the top rope. Onto the floor.
I'd say the Bryans have the upper hand because they've been together before, as opposed to these two.
Ref still counting as they're on the outside. Submission hold will not do anything on the outside of the ring. But breaks up the count. Midsection shot. Oh, arm drag to Universe. On the shoulders. Knee to the chest. Stevens now was in control. Pumped up. But now Universe reverses it with the knee to the chest. Gigolo tags in. Irish whips Stevens in the turnbuckle. Deciding to do a suplex. Goes for the pinfall after connecting. And Courageous breaking up the pinfall. Gigolo going on the assault, but Stevens reverses it. DDT to Gigolo. Goes for the pinfall. And a kick out. Courageous tagging in. Attacks the back of Gigolo. And Gigolo with the DDT to Courageous. And drags him to the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Universe attacking Stevens. And Gigolo seems to be setting up for the torture rack. Slam. Goes for the pinfall. And Stevens on the other side of the ring. And the Gigolo pins Courageous. And now it's just Stevens. Gigolo proving us wrong. And the Universe. Arm drag to Gigolo.
They definitely came prepared today, that's for sure.
A bookend to the Gigolo. But the Universe breaking it up. Irish whip Gigolo in the turnbuckle. Gigolo on the top turnbuckle. And a kick to Stevens. At least Stevens is putting up a little bit more of a fight than Dad Applestone did. Belly to belly to Brian Stevens. And tagging in Lewis Universe. Goes for the pinfall. And Stevens kicks out. Goes for the pinfall. Can Stevens... Gigolo breaks up the pinfall. What a win if Stevens could pin both Universe and Gigolo. A bonsai to Universe.
I think Universe is about done with this match.
Stevens looks like he's admiring his work right now instead of going for the pinfall. Stevens gets Irish whipped into the turnbuckle. Gets put on the top. Running Bulldog to the Universe. Gigolo there to break up the count. The kick to the back of Universe. Knee to the back.
The Universe doesn't look like he's in too good of condition right now.
Does not. Belly to belly to Universe. If it was not for Gigolo, I believe this match would be over. And a stomp to the knee. Attacking the knee yet again. Running Bulldog. Goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Universe should tag in Gigolo.
I 100% agree with that.
So, Universe attacks Stevens a little bit more.
There definitely
and tags
needs to
in
be teamwork.
Gigolo. There we go.
Thank goodness.
A kick to the back. Irish whip Stevens in the turnbuckle. Gigolo, the fresher man in this matchup now. Bulldog of his own to Stevens. Goes for a slam, but reverses into a slam of his own. Swinging DDT to Gigolo. Stevens does not want to give up. And goes for the pinfall. And Stevens pins the Gigolo. It's just Stevens and Universe. Irish whips Stevens. Russian leg sweep to Stevens. Goes for the pinfall. And kick out at 2.
It's clear that time that he had to rest really helped. I don't know that Stevens is going to have the same energy.
Bonsai drop to Stevens now. Indeed, no help from either man who has the best cardio right now. Olympic slam to Stevens. Leg drop to Stevens. Goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Kicking the back of Stevens. Stevens overcame a 2-on-1 odd. And a leg sweep. And goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Attacking the elbow. Or the shoulder of Universe. Stevens looks to be a little out of it as well. Elbow to Universe. DDT. Stevens in control of this matchup now. Irish whip in the turnbuckle. Bulldog slam.
Seems like they were both really eager for the pinfall earlier, and now they're just trying to catch their breath.
Stevens with the book in, goes for the pinfall. And the Bryans beat the team of Lewis Universe. And the Gigolo. Stevens, give it up for that man. And making his way down the ring, Kevin Journey. the first ever prestigious champion making his way down the ring right now, become the first ever tag team champion in this tournament as well, with his partner naming themselves Pretty Scary Osiris as well.
Does that mean one of them is pretty and one of them is scary?
Correct, you are.
But which is which?
It's up to your imagination to figure that out. I mean, Osiris is the cult leader. Kevin Journey.
Did you say cult?
Cult.
Like a cult?
Cult. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd say he's the pretty one then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Osiris making his way down the ring right now. My broadcast partner thinking Osiris is the pretty one out of Pretty Scary.
It's more about his personality.
Miss Butterfly, our tag team expert here in American Podcast Federation, joining us in episode 22. How's your time here?
It's good. It's good. How's your time here?
Full of action.
Sounds intense.
Always here in American Podcast Federation. And Kenny Johnson making his way down the ring right now.
Kind of looks like a bird. A very jittery bird. But pumped up nonetheless.
Wyatt Black making his way down the ring right now.
He looks like he just stepped out of Footloose. And he's still dancing.
He's the intern of professional wrestling, Wyatt Black. Also the holder of the prestigious contract. Kevin Journey, Kenny Johnson starting off this matchup. Yet another elimination match in this tag team tournament. Executives must love this elimination style matchup. Fireman's carry to Kenny Johnson. Kevin Journey in control. And a pop-up from Kevin Journey. Tagging in Osiris. Irish whip, Kenny Johnson. Forearm to Kenny Johnson. And just shoving him out of the way. And a kick to the midsection of Osiris. And an X Factor. Kenny Johnson showing some offense in this matchup. The reverse DDT. Wyatt Black tagging in. Irish whip Osiris over the top rope. Looks like Osiris might have hurt his hand there. Wyatt Black taking it to Osiris. Osiris has Wyatt Black on the flapjack slam. Osiris wisely tagging in Kevin Journey. Our first ever prestigious champion going up against Wyatt Black. But Wyatt Black does not want anything to do with him and tags in Kenny Johnson. Kenny Johnson midsection kick to Kevin Journey. Irish whip into an elbow to Kevin Journey. Suplex to Kevin Journey. And Kenny Johnson popping up. Reverse DDT to Kevin Journey. Elbow to Kenny Johnson. Attacking the shoulder of Kevin Journey. Irish whip Kenny Johnson into the turnbuckle. DDT to Kenny Johnson. Osiris tagging in to Osiris midsection kick. X Factor to Osiris. Dragging into the center of the ring. Elbows to the head of Osiris. Kenny Johnson tagging in Wyatt Black. Black Irish whipping Osiris in the turnbuckle. And driving him into the ring post.
I must say Osiris isn't looking very pretty right now.
Jawbreaker to Osiris. Is he looking scary to you?
No, he looks like he's laying on his back.
Wyatt Black in control of this matchup against Osiris and Kevin Journey. And another jawbreaker. If it's an advantage or a disadvantage if you get pinned first or not.
I mean, you're out of the match, so...
Osiris attacking Wyatt Black. Wanting to advance. Oh, jawbreaker to Osiris. And a kick to the back of Osiris.
I have to wonder why he hasn't tagged Journey in.
Osiris looks to be dazed. Swinging neck breaker. Goes for a Boston Crab. Osiris gets to the bottom rope. Gets to the bottom rope. Black dragging Osiris to goes for the pinfall. Journey breaking up the pinfall. And Wyatt Black on the assault to Osiris. DDT to Wyatt. And goes for the pinfall. And a kick out. at 1. Osiris seems to be setting up for the sacrifice. Hits the sacrifice. Osiris must... Kenny Johnson tags in. Osiris crawling to Kevin Journey. Gets out of the way of Kenny Johnson. Goes for a suplex, but blocked by Kenny Johnson. Irish whips Osiris in the turnbuckle. Swinging DDT from the second rope. Tagging in Black again. Osiris gets Wyatt on the shoulders. A flapjack slam. Osiris gets some breathing room to tag in Kevin Journey.
Finally.
Irish whips Black in the turnbuckle. Going to the second rope. Just for the fun of it. Irish whip Wyatt Black. Swinging DDT to Wyatt Black. Kevin Journey attacking the knees and attacks the back to the midsection of Kevin Journey, and Wyatt Black now in control. Sitting on the knee of Kevin Journey. The midsection kick. The belly to belly to Kevin Journey. Kick to the midsection. Picking up Kevin Journey. Irish whipping him in the turnbuckle. Wyatt Black putting Kevin Journey on the top rope. What does he have planned? A suplex from the top rope to Kevin Journey. Goes for the pinfall. And Kevin Journey kicks out at 2. What fight Kevin Journey has. Kevin Journey on the shoulders of Wyatt Black. A flapjack slam. Wyatt Black tags in Kenny Johnson. Kevin Journey picks up Kenny Johnson, but Kenny Johnson reverses it into a DDT. Goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. A drop kick to the back. And dropping. Was it wise for Kevin Journey to pick Osiris as his partner?
At this point, I'm thinking no.
Alabama slam to Kenny Johnson. Elbow to the top of the head of Kevin Journey.
Kevin's starting to look like how Osiris did earlier in the ring. Not pretty or scary.
Kenny Johnson attacking the back of Kevin Journey. Drop kick. Kevin Journey wisely getting out of the ring. Of those kicks of Kenny Johnson. And Kevin Journey legs sweep to Johnson. Some more kicks to the face. Journey tags in Osiris. A DDT to Osiris. Wyatt Black tagging in. Osiris belly to belly to Wyatt Black. Dragging into the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall. And swinging neck breaker to Osiris. Goes for the pinfall. Kevin Journey in the ring to break up the pinfall. Kicking the back of Osiris. Osiris with a knee to the face of Wyatt Black as he's getting up. Drags him to the center of the ring. What are your thoughts on this tag team action here, Miss Butterfly? Osiris, Irish whip in the turnbuckle.
I think so far Journey and Osiris are
Bulldog
getting torn apart.
to Wyatt Black.
But that could change.
And a punch to Osiris. This has been back and forth. Tags in Kevin Journey. And goes for the Three Amigo clothesline. Kevin Journey seems to be setting up for the uglier. And connects. Goes for the pinfall. Kenny Johnson eliminated from this matchup. And it's just Wyatt Black against Kevin Journey and Osiris. The first matchup we had, the 2-on-1 advantage worked for that team. In the last episode with O'Brien showed that the 2-on-1 did not work. But Wyatt Black attacking Kevin Journey, drags him to the center of the ring. Irish whip Wyatt Black in the turnbuckle. Puts Wyatt Black on the top turnbuckle. Hurricane Rana from the top turnbuckle. And goes for the pinfall. Pretty scary advances. And that's all we have here for American Podcast Federation from episode 22. We will have the rest of the last match of this tournament, first round, in the next episode. My name is Ted the Ranger Irvin, our tag team expert, Miss Butterfly. Any comments before we go?
It was great being on the show, Ted.
It was great for you to be here. Till next time.